Hi, scientists. Last week in science, we finished up our unit called Materials and Motion. We ended with a fun experiment, making a ramp and testing different objects, seeing how they go down the ramp because of gravity. I saw a couple of videos from you, friends, and they were so awesome to watch. It made me so happy to see that you and your family were trying out our experiment. This week, we are starting our new unit, and I'm so excited for this unit. It's one of my favorites. We're going to start by reading the first section of our new book in our new unit, and then I'm going to do some writing with you, friends. So let's take a peek at our new book. Our new book is called Animals 2 by 2. So this is really fun. We're going to start to learn about all different types of animals. And the first type of animal, look how cute the little chickens. The first animal we're going to learn about is fish. So this section is called fish, same and different. And as we read, we're going to keep in mind our focus question. Our focus question today is, what do fish need? So we're going to keep a special ear out to listen for the different things that fish need to live. All right, let's start reading. Goldfish and guppies are fish. Where do you find them? Think about all the different places you've seen fish before. It could be goldfish, guppies. Where do you find fish? They live in ponds and lakes. Other fish live in the ocean. Where else do fish live? I know I've seen fish at the pet store before. I've actually had fish as pets before when I was a little bit younger. Where else have I seen fish before? In aquariums. Very cool. Fish are animals. All animals have basic needs. Fish need food and water. They need space and shelter. They need oxygen too. Wow, so this page right here just told us a bunch of things that fish need in order to live. So I'm going to remember fish need food, water, space, shelter, and oxygen. So shelter is a place where you live. So a shelter for a fish could be a fish tank. It could be a pond, it could be a lake, an ocean, a place for the fish to live. Fish have eyes and a mouth on their heads. They have scales, fins, and gills. Do you see them? Let's see, let's take a peek at this fish. I see the big eye. These are the fins. Helps the fish swim. The scales are what's all on the outside of the fish. And gills, let's see, you can see it better on this fish up here, are these little lines right here. Those are the fish's gills. All fish breathe through gills. Fish breathe oxygen from the water. So they use these things called their gills to breathe. Just like we use our nose and our lungs to breathe, fish use their gills to breathe. Color, shape, and size are characteristics of fish. How are these fish the same? How are they different? So we can tell fish apart by their color, their shape, and their size. So if we look at these two beautiful pictures, we can see all different types of fish. And if you look closely, you can see some that look the same. I see these fish right here with the black and white stripes. I see a couple of them. That means it's the same type of fish. I see a bunch of these yellow little fish right here. All right, let's look at this picture on this side. I see the shape of these fish are kind of like squarish, like a rectangle almost. Those are the same type of fish. I see the clownfish, which are the orange, white, and black fish right here. All right, So we can look at the color, the shape, the size of all different types of fish to tell how they're the same and how they are different. All right, we're going to stop here. We're going to read this section next time. The next thing we're going to do is our writing. So our focus question, our big question for this week is, what do fish need? Now I'm going to show you my writing, and then if you have some paper and a pencil or anything to write with at home, you can try it out yourself.
All right, my scientists. So Miss Lambert has her notebook. I have a pen. You can use a pencil if you have one. And I wrote down our focus question for this week. What do fish need? I underlined the word need because this is an important word for us to learn. What do fish need? What are the things that fish need in order to live? All right, so first I'm gonna draw a picture, just like we did in class. I'm gonna draw a picture of a fish and I'm gonna try my best. And I remember in the book that we just read, they have an eye, they have gills, they have scales, and they have fins to help them swim, and they also have tails. All right, now just like we did in class, we can try our best to label. So I'm gonna point and I'm gonna write eye, fin, and scales. Now I'm going to answer the focus question in a sentence. What do fish need? Fish need, I'm going to think back to the book, what I just learned. I learned that they need food, water. I remember I read space. They need space to swim around. Shelter. I remember Miss Lambert talking about how they need a place to live, a shelter. And oxygen. I remember reading that they have their gills to breathe in oxygen, just like we have our noses and lungs to breathe in oxygen. All right, and here we go. This is my finished writing. What do fish need? Fish need food, water, space, shelter, and oxygen. With my drawing, my label drawing of different parts of the fish. Now, I would like you to please try to do your own writing. You can pause the video right here and use Miss Lambert's as an example. And if you don't have paper or a pen or pencil at home, that's okay. You can just look at Miss Lambert's. All right, scientists, I hope you had fun this week learning about our first animal in this kit, which are fish. Now, after you watch Miss Lambert read and you watch the writing and try it out at home if you have the materials, I would like you, if you would like to watch a video Miss Lambert made of her 2 dogs. My dogs are named Harley and Smudge, and since we're learning about animals, I wanted to share the 2 animals most important to me, my dogs. So, if you have time afterwards, I'm going to give you the link to watch the video of my puppies.